And absolutely everything. A striker of his quality knows exactly what to do with the ball when it pops up like that. His 5th of the campaign, and he smashes it past Oliver Baumann, who can do very little with the power on that ball. Mainz have now scored a goal in all of their last 9 games. That sort of thing hadn't happened since Thomas Tuchel was in charge. But Hoffenheim intend to get themselves back in front, and Steven Zuber's ball just clipping the top of the crossbar. A very commanding presence over this first nearly half an hour. Now Baumann. Brusinski, that's a good-looking ball in, and a fine save. Magnificent from Oliver Baumann to keep that one out. He made his 1000th save in midweek, and that one as good as any of them. Coming by with the corner. Hübner. Ooh, that was really close. And Sandro Schwarz knows it. That came off the frame as well. That's the 11th time this season that Hoffenheim have hit the woodwork. No side have done it more often. Julian Nagelsmann's side dominated the first half, and it's been a real festive treat with more shots on goal than in any other match so far this season. Hoffenheim have had so many chances, but they haven't been able to stick them away. One's gone long. Will be tidied up by Florian Grillitsch. Vincenzo Grifo shapes to shoot, does so wide of the mark. The boss getting a little bit frustrated with the lack of return on their endeavour, which has been considerable. Hoffenheim and the Mainz fans really enjoying this game. 20 minutes to play. Zuber over the top to Belfodil, off the post again. It went through Tentner's legs. It's unbelievable how that piece of metalwork can frustrate a team. Grillitsch pushing forward again. Now Nelson, oh, lovely little back heel. Grifo's shot! How can that possibly happen? It's hit the post again, and Belfodil can't follow up. 4 times in a single game. That's the first time any side's done that this season. It finishes a frustrating one apiece. Julian Nagelsmann and Hoffenheim increase their unwanted run of draws to a club record 6 in a row.
It's hard to take. We invested a lot in this game. Also today we were better than our opponents. That has been the case in all our draws, apart from in Bremen. We should have scored more goals today. You get what you deserve, and we gave everything today. I think we showed that in the second half. We threw ourselves in front of every shot and kept on going. We deserve to get a point.
A Christmas cracker. First against second. Dortmund versus Gladbach.
And can one of these two teams pit Bayern to the title this season?
Bayern need a win at Frankfurt. The champions can't afford a slip-up. Up next.
धूप खड़ी है सर पे तो क्या हम जल जल के खेलेंगे धूल पसीना मिट्टी मिट्टी हम तो सब कुछ झेलेंगे बस 5 मिनट और 5 मिनट और बस 5 मिनट और
आइए इन्हें खेलने देते हैं ये आज और खेलेंगे तो कल और जीतेंगे
5 मिनट और बस 5 मिनट और
आ रहा है खेलो इंडिया यूथ गेम्स
आओ खेले भी खेलो
इंडिया
साथ में है हम
It's a half-time whistle. Really good first half.
The first half of the season is over, but the second half is about to get even better. With bigger clashes, closer finishes, and so much more on the line. It's not the second half of the season, it's the better half. Maruti Suzuki presents the coverage of Liverpool vs Arsenal live on Star Sports Select and Hotstar.
Burger King Super Smash. Auckland Aces versus Canterbury Kings. 1st January, Tuesday at 8:30 a.m. Live on the Star Sports Network and Hotstar. Watch Ahmedabad Smash Masters versus Bengaluru Raptors today from 3 p.m. onwards. Live on the Star Sports Network and Hotstar. Watch Watch India play in the AFC Asian Cup. Starts 5th January. Live on the Star Sports Network and Hotstar. Hero I-League, East Bengal versus Real Kashmir FC. Today at 5 p.m. Live on the Star Sports Network, Hotstar and GeoTV. New Zealand versus Sri Lanka. First ODI, 3rd January, Thursday at 6 a.m. Live on the Star Sports Network and Hotstar. Watch Hyderabad Hunters versus Awadh Warriors today from 6:30 p.m. onwards. Live on the Star Sports Network and Hotstar.
The record champions are back on track. Bayern dug deep and won late against Leipzig.
Ribéry, chance, goal!
To round off the year, coach Niko Kovac meets his former charges for the second time. The pre-season Super Cup ended in a commanding 5-0 victory and included a hat-trick from Robert Lewandowski.
For Frankfurt fans, Niko Kovac's name will forever be linked with their DFB Cup win last May. But for now, he's Robert Lewandowski's boss at Bayern, for whom the Polish striker has scored 22 goals in all competitions already this season. The question's a simple one. Will it be a happy return for Niko Kovac? Much different team, this Frankfurt, that Niko Kovac left at the end of last season. This is Filip Kostic. Cuts it back in. Oh, great understanding. Kacinovic lays it off for Danny da Costa. Manuel Neuer making the save. A much more attacking side under Adi Huta. Great the way Jovic left that for Kacinovic. Manuel Neuer had to be alert. Ursula Kimmich with the corner. Bayern have scored from 5 of their corners so far this season. Header from Martinez. Great stop. And another. Kevin Trapp, world class in the Frankfurt goal, and Niko Kovac knows it. But you have to ask the defence, what was Martinez doing there alone? But Kevin Trapp's reactions, top notch. You'll go a long way to see a better double save than that this weekend. A kind of normal rhythm. It's a long, hopeful ball. He hasn't really dealt with that very well. Thomas Müller now. This is Lewandowski, he cuts it back from Ribéry's there again. He did the job against Leipzig late in midweek. And he's waited 35 minutes to score this evening, and that's his first effort on goal. He made the room with that burst of accelerated energy that he just screamed into the box with. And he scores for the 3rd time in the 3rd consecutive game he's played in, and Bayern have the lead. And Robert Lewandowski shows that he can not only score them, but he can set them up as well. Fernandes. Follett. Oh, he hasn't cleared that very well. Thiago leans into it. More danger now for Frankfurt as Bayern begin. It goes in Bayern's favour. His second shot of the game and his second goal. He's in prolific form, 4 goals in the last 6 games in all competitions. Not where he wanted to put it, but they all count. Franck Ribéry and his 10th brace of his Bundesliga career. Zula, very solid game from him. Just a minute left. Muller. Rafinha, good run from Lewandowski into the box. The cross has come in, and the cross has gone in. Kevin Trapp left in no man's land, and Rafinha able to celebrate. It's quite extraordinary. He last scored on matchday 32. You guessed it, against Frankfurt. Surely that was a cross. But to use the cliche again, they all count. Well, it's been a happy return for Niko Kovac. 3-0 might be a bit of a gift, but the biggest present they've given themselves at this holiday time of year is that they maintain.
Smart to not actually touch.
Frankfurt, despite losing today, put up a good fight, but it wasn't enough.
We play very well today, and we have the next 3 points, but we know that we have in our position it's not a perfect, but we have that. We have a break time, Christmas time, so I think so in New Year we will be better player. I think so, and I hope so. I'm very happy because of him. He's a great guy, a great player, and of course he showed what we can do. And today that was a very important game and very important goals from him.
They know that we have a good mentality, so everyone in the team is hungry to play the next 17 league games. So yeah, I'm quite happy when it starts again.
The battle of the Borussias, first against second, and two superstars head to head.
That's Royce. He is just phenomenal, this man.
Marco Reus is the spearhead and talisman up front for the leaders.
Hazard does, and Hazard scores!
Gladbach's joint top scorer, Torgan Hazard, is also on peak form.
I think it will be an open game with a lot of attack and a big show.
The tension mounts.
A meeting of the Bundesliga's best, Borussia Dortmund against Borussia Mönchengladbach. Torgan Hazard, the brilliant Belgian, 9 goals scored already this term. And Marco Reus, he's managed to get 10 into the back of the net, the former Gladbach player. And this is the former coach from Gladbach. He spent 4.5 years with the Foles in charge. No real opportunities just yet. Dortmund with more possession, chasing the ball here. Kramer, beaten by Guerrero. Lovely little give and go for Marco Reus. And there was Jan Sommer. There was a lovely ball through from Alcácer with the vision. What a pass there for Reus. And Jan Sommer does what Sommer does. That's a decent save. Strobel. Good long ball. He's found Hermann. Florian Neuhaus. First Gladbach strike towards goal. Well, you know what? It is Mario Götze who's having to come on for Paco Alcácer. Now, why he's actually injured at the moment, I'm not quite sure. But that is really a huge blow. Look at that face. Oh, dear. 3 minutes before half-time.